Good afternoon, class of 2020, families and students, and welcome to the 115th commencement exercises. Please join us in the playing of the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
I will now lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Maddie McLean and I'm the class secretary. Good afternoon. It is an honor to welcome each graduate, family, faculty, staff member, and our many distinguished guests to our commencement. Today is a proud moment for the class of 2020 and for the entire Catonsville community, so thank you for attending. We have several distinguished guests with us to share in this monumentous occasion. I'd like to thank and recognize them for not only attending, but for their many contributions to the success of Catonsville High School. Our principal, Mr. Matt Ames, Dr. Darrell Williams, Superintendent of Schools, Ms. Lisa Mack, Member of the Board of Education, our assistant principals, Mr. Tom Dugas, Ms. Michelle Landon, Ms. Ann Kress, and Ms. Christy Moore-German. My fellow senior class officers, Julian Moylan, class president, and Kathy Wang, class vice president. Our senior class advisors, Ms. Tracy Raymer and Ms. Carolyn Ruppel, and the faculty and staff of Catonsville High School. Thank you. At this time, I am pleased to welcome our superintendent of schools, Dr. Williams.
Hello, class of 2020. Let me add my congratulations to those from your principal. I am so proud of your hard work. It is a great honor to greet families, staff, and leaders on this occasion. No one achieves this level of accomplishment alone, and I recognize everyone who encouraged our seniors and gave some tough love along the way. We all need that kind of support. Graduates, you have been thrown a curveball that is at once historic and global. There is no playbook for what comes next. But I believe in you, and I'm so impressed by your strength, creativity, and determination. Your loved ones and your teachers, coaches, and advisors have been preparing you for this very important moment. Lean on the wisdom you have been cultivating in class, at work, and during extracurriculars. Lean on what you've learned about yourself through the years and during this crisis. There are so many answers that we don't have, but I know that you've got this. Class of 2020, enjoy this moment. You deserve it. We claim you forever as Team BCPS alumni. Good luck and keep making us proud. I wish you the utmost success in all your endeavors.
Hello, Catonsville High Class of 2020. Before I start, I want to give you all a virtual hug of congratulations and good luck. I don't want to dwell on the fact that this isn't a traditional commencement at UMBC, but I do want to let you know that my fellow teachers and I have been very disappointed that we haven't been able to give you the send-off that we would have liked to have given you. So when this is all over, please get in touch with us so we can give you not just virtual hugs and handshakes, but real hugs and handshakes. High school graduations elicit a lot of different feelings from students. They fall on a continuum. On one end of the continuum are students who are so very sad that these 4 years are over. And then on the other end of the continuum, we have students who are pumping their fists, vowing never to look back at that school again. Regardless of your experience and feelings, the truth is high school is a time in a person's life where there is a lot of growth. Yes, there's obviously the academic growth, but that really is only a minor part of it. During your time in high school, you grew into a young adult. Picture yourself in 9th grade. Most of you looked physically very different than you do now. And although you can't see the change, you are also internally very different. Because I've had the privilege of teaching a lot of you in both 9th and 12th grade English, I've been able to witness that. I don't know if you realize it, but all of us have been very lucky that you've spent your high school career at Catonsville High. Now I know you may be rolling your eyes or even disagreeing loudly at this recording of me, but please hear me out. You are graduating from a large, comprehensive, diverse public high school. What this means is that for the past 4 years, you have taken classes, worked on projects, eaten lunch, volunteered, laughed, cried with a group of people whose labels could be very different from your own. You know what I mean by labels. It's those things that separate the us from the them: race, religion, political beliefs, ability, socioeconomics, sexual orientation, culture. Unfortunately, the effect of these labels are obvious in the volatility and discourse that we see in our country. However, because of the diversity of the Catonsville High student body, so many of your experiences have taught you something that you're probably unaware that you learned. And that is that you learned, regardless of those labels, humans are, at their core, the same. In English, we call that the human condition. You learn that stereotypes that are sometimes applied to different groups of people are not truths, but they are the results of ignorance and inexperience, which often comes from people who have only been around people like themselves. Catonsville High class of 2020, this is not the case for you. You have known your classmates for who they are, not the labels that people may have given them. Basically, you have been part of a mini version of the goal for America. You've come together, not always in agreement, but you used your diverse abilities and talents to accomplish many great things. I want to give you a quick story that completely illustrates the point I'm trying to make. A few weeks ago, we had a few students left in an online lesson, and two of my students, Solomon Robin and Josh Griffin, were talking about the issue of gun regulation. Now, these students are opposite in their beliefs on this topic, but their conversation did not contain any arguing or name-calling. It was simply two people respectfully discussing their very different beliefs. At some point, Solomon turned to me and addressed me with these words that gave me goosebumps. He said, "Mrs. Rupel, if we didn't have class together, we probably would have hated each other." It was their time in class that made these two politically opposite young adults see past the labels that many Americans get caught up on. So class of 2020, I charge you with this challenge. Take these lessons from Catonsville High with you on whatever path you choose, as most Americans have not had this experience of knowing so many different types of people. And that, sadly, is the cause of much of our political and social turmoil. Please be ambassadors for acceptance, peace, and love. With over 400 graduates in the class of 2020, think about the effect that all of you can make together. You can lead this country out of the funk of polarization and division. As an English teacher, I want to end with a literary allusion that so innocently wraps up everything I'm trying to say here. It comes, of course, from To Kill a Mockingbird, and it happens when Scout argues with her brother Jem what separates the fine folks of Macon County, Alabama, with those that are poorer. Although Scout is younger than Jem, she contradicts his analysis with these few words that I hope that all of you carry in your hearts forever. She said, "Jem, I think there's just one kind of folks. Folks." Best wishes to all of you. I'm truly thankful. I've been able to teach so many of you in English and be your class advisor, and know that the best part of any school is its students. Thank you.
Good afternoon and congratulations to the Catonsville High School class of 2020. Your class is a very unique one, to say the least. When you entered high school as freshmen, Ms. Moore-German was introduced as your assistant principal. When you returned for your sophomore year, Mr. Eiswert was introduced to you as your second assistant principal. Then, during the summer of your sophomore year, Mr. Ames sent a letter to your parents and guardians introducing me as your third assistant principal. When I met with the class during your junior year, I shared that no matter what happened, I was going to be your third and final high school assistant principal. Now, let's fast forward to the 2019-2020 school year, your senior and final year of high school. Never in my wildest dreams, when we met in September to review the 2019-2020 Baltimore County Public Schools Student Handbook, did I have any idea that you, the class of 2020, would complete your senior year remotely due to a global pandemic. The class of 2020 has witnessed several new normals. Some examples are the implementation of Alice Protocol, purchasing items from Amazon, Netflix, TikTok, to name a few. I will be the first to admit that I was heartbroken that your prom and all senior activities were canceled. These activities were supposed to be the highlight of your senior year. However, because you are an extremely bright and talented class, some of you have found ways to hold virtual proms along with other virtual activities, this being one of them. As I have stated on several occasions, I realize that you are very disappointed about the way that your senior year has unfolded, and I wish that I could turn back the hands of time and do things differently, but I cannot. Therefore, I am asking you to do a few things. Be focused, stay focused, and remain focused. Remain healthy and safe. Enjoy the next phase of your life, be it post-secondary education, work, the military, or a gap year. And most of all, always remember that we are 2020 strong. Again, congratulations on this, one of your many great achievements. And as you move forward, take care. And until I see you again, know that I love and miss you. Congratulations.
Good afternoon, students and families of the class of 2020. I'd like to begin my remarks by thanking several people for their assistance and support. Community Superintendent Dr. Raquel Jones and Executive Director Dr. Miriam Yarbrough have been instrumental in helping me navigate the past few months, and I'm appreciative of their leadership. I'm also thankful to have such a strong leadership team surrounding me. starting with my assistant principals, Ms. Michelle Landon, the senior class administrator, Ms. Christy Moore-German, Mr. Tom Dugas, and Ms. Ann Kress. Thank you to all of our department chairs for the work that they do for our teachers and our students. Our graduation committee, led by Ms. Terry Richter and Ms. Deborah Stevens, have been tremendously helpful in organizing this ceremony during these difficult times. Ms. Tracy Raymert and Ms. Carolyn Ruppel have been amazing class advisors over the past 4 years. Finally, thank you to our supportive PTSA, our dynamic faculty and staff, and most importantly, thank you to our students and their families for their patience and flexibility. And I suppose I should thank Lisa, my barber, for fixing the atrocity that my daughter caused back in April during the hair challenge. Seniors, it all happened so fast. We all found out at the same time on Thursday, March 12th, and we only had one day to prepare and to say goodbye for what at the time we thought would only be 2 weeks. I visited every classroom during fourth period that last day to wish everyone well and to say I'd see them in a couple of weeks. And in the days that followed, we began to see professional sports seasons postponed, and we never had the opportunity to fill out our NCAA brackets. We learned of new rules each week, of cancellations, extensions to closures, and about alternative education and senior celebration plans. The surreal became more and more real with each passing day. Each time we received updates, it stung a little more. My hope for today's ceremony is to ease a little bit of that sting. This is not the way any of us wanted to celebrate your amazing accomplishments or to say goodbye, but we're going to collectively attempt to honor each of you the best we can, considering the hand we've been dealt. So here we go. This is my attempt at providing some normalcy. Members of the class of 2020, this afternoon, we celebrate your many accomplishments as they culminate into this one final ceremony. At the closure of this ceremony, each of you will head off into many new and different directions. Make no mistake about it, though. Regardless of where life takes you, you will always be part of our tradition of excellence. While the past 3 months have disrupted many of our traditions, perhaps the traditions that have persevered are the most important ones. While the tradition of graduating at UMBC in front of friends and family is not taking place, the strength and unity of our students, faculty, parents, and community has been unwavering. Our tradition of being a community school and a family has never been more apparent than in the face of the adversities we have endured. We have looked out for one another, supported one another, and worked together as a team. And we have continued to encourage one another to be, do, and create our best. Members of the class of 2020, I want to commend you for having learned from one another, for having worked hard together, for having accepted one another, and ultimately for having made Catonsville High School a unique and very special place. Here's some of the evidence of just how much of an impact you have had on our school in your time at CHS. There were 679 college acceptances to 185 different colleges, and you've been offered scholarships in the total amount of $11,257,858. 87% of you will be attending college. 7% of you will enter the workplace right away and contribute productively to your community. And 6% of you will continue to selflessly serve others as you begin careers in the military. To your teachers and to all CHS staff, I say thank you for all you have done to get these young people to this point today. To your parents, I say job well done, raising such fine young people, and for the value you have placed on their education. They have brought so much pride to our school. And to you, the class of 2020, I say congratulations, best wishes for the future, and go Comets.
Good afternoon and welcome distinguished guests, faculty, family members, and the class of 2020. When given the opportunity to deliver a commencement speech at our not-so-traditional graduation ceremony, our valedictorian, Miriam Park, and I had to decide who would speak. Today we bring to you one speech and two speakers, an unconventional commencement speech for an unconventional graduation. My name is Brooke Nelson, and I am the salutatorian of Catonsville's class of 2020. I never would have imagined that my timid freshman self would be presenting this speech today, but here I am. I am confident that each of you has changed tremendously over the past 4 years as well. Throughout high school, our class has undergone significant character development, proving ourselves to be resilient young adults and leaders. As we were beginning to say farewell to high school, a new challenge presented itself, profoundly altering our senior year. We have suffered a loss, but have shown great strength and determination in the face of adversity, a powerful skill that will certainly serve us well in our future endeavors. Although we never got to share a real goodbye with one another, we are forever united by our unique circumstances, brought together by a memory of what we've overcome. Catonsville is such a tightly knit community, and I hope each of you carries a piece of it with you as you embark on the next chapter of your lives. Thank you.
Good afternoon. As our salutatorian just mentioned, the class of 2020 is embarking on the next chapter of our lives. As we do so, I am reminded of something that Ralph Waldo Emerson once said. What lies behind us and what lies before us are tiny matters compared to what lies within us. These words embody what I feel today. Hello, my name is Miriam Park, and I am the class of 2020 valedictorian. I am deeply honored to be standing here before you. I'd like to recognize and thank our staff, teachers, guests, families, and friends for celebrating this day with us. As Brooke said, we faced many disappointments and challenges this year, including wildfires, volcanic eruptions, World War III rumors, and finally the pandemic. But what amazed me each time something new or awful happened was that we didn't just overcome these disasters, we ended up flourishing. Throughout our senior year, students have volunteered their services to international as well as local communities. Most recently, in the disappointment of social isolation, we saw our beautifully decorated doors, watched the thank you videos, held mini proms, and voluntarily stood in the awfully long line for free Krispy Kreme donuts. In spite of difficulties, the enthusiasm, effort, and empathy were plain to see even from 6 feet away. The challenges in our past and the challenges in our future are therefore tiny matters compared to the passion and strength within us. The brave and selfless and beautiful actions we have taken are not evidence that we have faced these challenges. Rather, they are evidence of extraordinary qualities within each of us that have allowed us to create some good out of adversity. And because of that, I am hopeful. This was not the ideal end to our journey here at Catonsville High School. This was not in any way conventional. But as the class of 2020 moves out into the world, I hope we remember that with all the turmoil of our senior year, our perseverance is that much stronger in contrast. I hope each of you carries a piece of that 2020 spirit with you as we continue to whatever lies ahead. Thank you.
Good afternoon, teachers, faculty, family members, friends, and the class of 2020. My name is Julian Moylan, and I'm the class president. The past 4 years have flown by so quickly. It is hard to believe that I am standing before you today giving this commencement speech. It seems like only yesterday when we were choosing our class mascot to be the Blue Harambees instead of the Blue Devils. As freshman year progressed, we all began to find our place at CHS with sports, clubs, and after-school activities. We decorated our first hallway and attended our first homecoming game and dance. Go Comets! CHS began to feel like home. Do you remember the flash mob from sophomore year at the pep rally? 2 minutes into the Cupid shuffle, we swarmed the gymnasium floor. Later, we took a field trip to museums in DC, where some groups got lost. Sophomore year brought change and many ups and downs, yet we remained strong as the class of 2020. As juniors, many of us attended our ring ceremony, were chosen for varsity sports, and became inducted into honor societies. We have fond memories of our class trip to New York City. Colleges and military recruiters came to the school to entice us towards our respective paths. We began to focus on our future, but first we took the SAT. Senior year marked the beginning of the end of our time at CHS. We ruled the school. Nothing could stop the 9-month countdown, right? We submitted our college applications, took the ASVAB, and found work as part of our post-secondary plans. We were looking forward to all the perks of being seniors, but then the world stopped, and so did CHS. We found ourselves in the middle of an unprecedented pandemic. All the things we had waited 4 years to experience, the senior prom, the senior picnic, finishing school on May 22nd, and having the honor of walking across the stage were snatched away from us in the blink of an eye. Yet here we are today, class of 2020. We've made it. Even though this is happening virtually, we are done. Walk proudly with your diploma in hand. As you go forth, never forget our school motto: be, do, create. So, Catonsville Comets, class of 2020, be your best, do your best, and create your best. Thank you.
As a member of the Board of Education of Baltimore County, I, Lisa Mack, certify that these seniors have met all of the requirements set forth by Baltimore County Public Schools and the state of Maryland. By the power vested in me, I hereby declare the class of 2020 to be graduates of Baltimore County Public Schools. Congratulations.
It is now my pleasure to present to you the Catonsville High School class of 2020 for the conferring of diplomas.
Haley Abbott, Miriam Abraham, Jared Adams, Alize Ahmed, Naila Ahmed, Rohana Kundi, Kevin Alberg, Gabriel Allen, Sage Allen, Derek Andarge, Chloe Ander, Emma Angel, Alif Anwar, Yosef Astefa, Seth Attenborough, Scott Atwood, Jarrett Avila, Robert Back, Caitlin Beck, Anthony Baker, Austin Baker, Ethan Balbier, Grayson Barshik, Jessica Bartell, Devin Bartels, Rebecca Bartles, Emily Batman, Michaela Balcom, James Bain, William Beachy, Deborah Beecham, Devontae Benton, Future Bernard, Chase Berry, Chase Beddick, Harjat Bambra, Liam Byerly, Haley Birchfield, Isabel Blanchard, Robert Blassetti, Joshua Blasey, Aria Bolger, Diana Bowling, Faith Booth, Mayanna Bowden, Michael Bowers, Justin Bowling, Ethan Boyce, Shawnta Boyd, Mark Brady, Liam Brennan Samiel, Justin Brittingham, Nicholas Browse, Sophia Browse, Andrew Joseph Brown, Eric Brown, Jaleel Brown, Nicholas Buckley, Brian Burns, Julissa Caceres, Joshua Campbell, Caroline Capo, Evan Kavanaugh, Efrain Cervantes Garcia, Daniel Charles, Gunnar Chevrant, Jennifer Chinchilla Zapata, Justice Clampett, Derek Clark, Lane Clark, Lucinda Clark, Johanna Colmer, Keldon Colquitt, Jackson Corcoran, Caden Courtwright, Brianna Council, Carla Covarrubias Alvarez, Daniel Cox, Justin Crook, Seaton Crowley, Justin Cruz, Ramoni Cuffey, Eleanor Curtin, Clifton Darby, Kaishera Davis, Alan Dayhoff, Deanna Delaney, Peyton Delara, Temple Demisay, Brian Dickey, Carly DiDomenico, Abby Dijon Domenico, Andrew Din, Deshaun Dixon, Claire Dahl, William Dorsey, Parker Duala, Ellie Dugan, Cameron Duncan, Desiree Duncan, Annabelle Dunnigan, Ryan Durkin, Tyler Ebersol, Shannon Edge, Zachary Einolf, Nicholas Elza, Julia Engels, Gabriela Enos, Grant Evenson, Michael Fisher, Rowan Flynn, Kyra Fox, Samson Franklin, Jaslyn Frias, Jasmine Garland, Natalie Gipe, Hannah Gellner, Ethan Gentner, Wyatt Gentner, Anna Joliti Argueta, Kalia Glover, Aaliyah Godbold, Connor Green, Nicholas Grempler, Joshua Griffin, Dylan Hager, Ryan Haggerty, Patrice Hall, Cornell Harden, Justice Harris, Katie Haralak, Owen Hayes, Ewan Hemis, Nathaniel Henry, Lynn Lee Herpen, Natalie Herrera, Alyssa Hess, Brielle Hess, Allison Hickman, Michaela Hill, Kaylee Hilliard, Denia Hilton, Arden Hitchcock, Harry Height, Sydney Hogarth, Brian Holton, Henry Horch, Aaron Horter, Rameez Howard, Brandon Hall, Devin Hunt, Brogan Hurd, Sideka Ismail, Karen Izagiri, Esther Jenkins, Antonio Jackson, Elizabeth Jackson, Krista Jacobs, Javon James, Eugene Jameson, Anna Johnson, Isaiah Johnson, Jayla Johnson, Kiara Johnson, Kimani Johnson, Robert Johnson, Stephen Johnson, Sylvia Johnson, Anthony Jones, Leslie Juarez, Mateen Kareem, Sydney Cagle, Anna Carney, Wesley Kelly, Hayden Kestner, Mehum Khalid, Anza Khan, Muhammad Khan, Muskan Katak, Jacob Kite, Lillian Kick, Rachel Kikalo, Sierra Kinsler, Jackson Kistler, Alexandros Klostoridis, Kayla Craner, Hana Krim, Emerson Krug, Kirsten Kuhn, Aiden Kuhan, Griffin Lanasa, Isabella Landracina, Arthur Lane, Carter Lawrence, Marcus Lawson, Torrell Leach, Colleen Leahy, Jessica Lednam, Talia Lee, Robert Lemarese, Kamaya Lewis, Kimora Lezama, Rowland Leon, Swan Leon, Sage Lincoln, Mary Ling, Thong Ling, Nathan Lippert, Eric Lohner, Mira Loomis, Nicholas Lawrenson, Tanya Lowe, Logan Loza, Zaman Lucky Kadir, Lyric Luther, Awel Mabil, Grace McGuire, Elizabeth Malloy, Line Mana, Michael Mantooth, Lindsay Marshall, Charlie Martin, Umair Masood, Jessica McDivitt, Amber McGuire, Max McKenna, Madeline McLean, Patrick McVeary, Blythe McGarity, Michael Meister, Lily Melendick, Emily Michael, Kai Michaels, Deanna Miles, Alexander Miller, Ian Miller, Jenna Mizikman, William Mitchell, Sean Muhammad, Quirrell Montague, Akira Monti, Alicia Moody, Charles Morgan, Grace Morris, Waleed Mufrad, Julian Moylan, Shavana Mumtaz, Mercy Nine, Ryan Nance, Testimony Unduka, Lauren Neby, Brooke Nelson, Sing Nam, Vung Nai, Harrison Nguyen, Johnson Nguyen, Quang Nang, Michael Norris, Kyle Nunez, Grant Nyland, Fletcher Oaks, Yun Mi Oh, Gracelyn O'Malley, Timothy O'Neill, Sarah Ossing, Arthur Pagan, Evan Pappas, Matida Parr, Isaiah Parham, Miriam Park, Alana Parker, Nakia Parms, Shiv Patel, Catherine Peabody, Imani Paguero, Alexandra Penman, Emesi Perez, Elizabeth Perry, Ty Perry, Anna Petian, Janae Pickett, Aurora Pierce, Jacinda Pintock, Eleanor Plisco, Ariel Portillo, Christian Preisinger, Jonathan Presti, Brian Prince, Brendan Pryor, Emily Pulling, Olivia Polone, Donadia Kadir, Eleanor Queenie, Carlos Ramirez, Psyche Randall, Alfredo Raimundo Torres, Ernesto Raimundo Torres, Malcolm Red, Alexandra Redman, Mohammed Raymond, Robert Reed, Travis Reed, Grayson Rickwalder, Chase Ritter, Parker Ritter, Trey Roberts, Solomon Robin, Deja Robinson, Janelle Rodriguez, Cheyenne Rogal, Clayton Rogers, Evan Rogers, Matthew Ronenberg, Jonathan Ross, Alex Ruark, Max Ruark, Elizabeth Ruppel, George Rush, Victoria Rust, Mark Saintal, John Sanick, Alyssa Santana, Jonathan Sarden, Courtney Saunders, Rihanna Saunders, Charlotte Scheck, Ellen Shoemaker, Ashley Scruggs, Andrea Shaji, Anthony Fields, Martina Shields, Jacob Shing, Alistair Simmons, Jehan Skarenborg, Sharif Skipwith, Hannah Slosky, Haley Slosky, and Danya Smith. Ariel Smith, Colby Smith, Mason Smith, Uriel Smith, Allison Smock, Caleb Snyder, Shekinah Solomon, Sierra Spees, Zion Squire, Sarah Stafford, India Sparks, Isabel Stephen, Ian Sterling, Celia Stern, Lucy Stern, William Stevens, Sophia Stewart, Kyle Stinchcomb, Anna Stone, Ariana Stormont, Madison Switowich, Trent Tabor, Deborah Tedesse, Hamza Tariq, Shabazz Tariq, Marquise Tate, Jamie Taylor, Tashanti Taylor, Aaliyah Terrell, Tai Chotai, Alexander Thomas, Keontae Thomas, Melissa Tolton, Empress Tremble, Danye Truesdale, Ong Toon, Jordan Verkus, Mary Voss, Nguam Vuong, Elliot Wack, Anna Waldstein Torres, Aaron Wallace, Darius Walters, Kathy Wang, Jet Wang, Nicholas Wanko, David Warren, Kaya Watkins Brent, Christopher Watson, Lamaya Webb, Colby Whedon, Dexter Weinkamp, Caden Wellington, Kanaya Weston, Adam Williams, Ananda Williams, Dale Williams, Kiera Williams, Helen Wilson, Diamond Wolf, Michael Wood, Sophia Risk, Matthew Yang, Terrell Yates, Angel Yearwood, Jonathan Yoho, Zaid Zagari, Julia Zakim,
Members of the class of 2020, you entered this day as students, and you will leave as graduates. To symbolize your accomplishment, please move your tassel to the left. Ladies and gentlemen, the Catonsville High School class of 2020. Congratulations. Be well, everyone. We miss you, and best wishes for the future.
Dear old Catonsville, our high school, we will sing to thee, to thee. In our hearts there's love and honor, linked with memory. We will love the alma mater, may our praise belong, belong. Hail to thee, our dear old high school.